kids, welcome back to Theme Park Casual. We are at California Adventure today to get the first weekend of Lunar New Year celebration, and we are on the parade route waiting for the Mulan Lunar New Year procession. So it'll be here in just a couple of minutes. So in the meantime, give you guys time to get in, get settled, and get ready for a fun day here at California Adventure and Disneyland. Good evening to you, Colin. Welcome in. Mulan is on her way. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera so that you guys don't miss a minute of it. Hey Todd, glad you can make it. Mulan Lunar New Year procession is on its way, everybody. Be here momentarily. They have cleared the parade route.
When Mulan was a little girl, her mother taught her that tradition. The ribbon dance was performed for royalty as an expression of gratitude and honor. Mulan loves the swirly colors of the ribbons. Mulan learned to respect the strength and discipline of the martial arts from her father. This century-old art form celebrates a rich heritage of bravery and honor. The fan and umbrella dances are two of Mushu's favorite ancient art forms. They represent beauty, grace, and delicacy. And now, Mulan and friends are honored to share the beautiful Chinese traditions and heritage of this joyous holiday. Please join them in welcoming Oswald the Lucky Rabbit as we celebrate the Year of the Rabbit. The blooming flower is a comforting symbol for Mulan, as her father taught her that she will blossom beautifully in her own time. The spirited dragon dance is one of Mulan's favorite traditions. She learned from her ancestors that the wise and powerful dragon dances across the sky to scare away bad luck and bring good fortune in the new year. When Mulan was a little girl, her mother taught her that tradition. The ribbon dance was performed for royalty as an expression of gratitude and honor. Mulan loves the swirly colors of the ribbons. Mulan learns to respect the strength and discipline of the martial arts from her father. This century-old art form celebrates rich heritage, bravery, and honor. The fan and the brother dances are one of Wushu's favorite ancient art forms. They represent beauty, grace, and delicacy. And now, Mulan and friends are honored to share the beautiful Chinese traditions and heritage of this joyous holiday. Please join them in welcoming Oswald the Lucky Rabbit as we celebrate the Year of the Rabbit. The blooming flower is a comforting symbol for Mulan. As a father taught her that she would blossom beautifully in her own time.
All right, kids, that was the Mulan Lunar New Year procession. Dig the music. Costumes were beautiful. Unfortunately, it was a little short. We're going to head through here. I wanted to show you guys for Lunar New Year. Everything else, it's pretty much food. There was only a couple of things that kind of interested me, but I'm not sure if I'm going to wait in one of these lines you can see here to order some food. The lines are huge for food right now. So we'll take a quick walk. We'll head over to Avengers Campus, take a look at that, and then head back over to Disneyland and take a look at some of the updates and stuff that's going on over there, and maybe hop on a ride or something. This with that one, it's you can get Thor's hammer. Yeah, food lines are rather long. I don't know how much time they take, but there is a lot of people in line. You go from one side to the other. You order in the big line, then you get in a line to pick up. Welcome in, everybody. We are at California Adventure. We just got done with the Mulan's Lunar New Year procession. Now we're going to take a walk over to Avengers Campus, see if anything's going on over there. I still haven't seen anything that happens in Avengers Campus yet. Is the signal bad? It could be that there's just a lot of people here. I don't know. I have no way of checking my signal right now, unfortunately. Because it's rather crowded where I am right now. So hoping it's not too bad. Hey, Lori Jean, welcome in. Yes, tomorrow is Splash Mountain's last day for Walt Disney World. I was thinking maybe getting on that today, but we'll see. I thought it was going to be really cold because when I headed out this morning, there was frost all over my car. But then getting out to Orange County, it's gorgeously sunny, and I almost didn't even bring my jacket when I came into the park. Hey, Dad, man, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Hope you're having fun this weekend with all the games. Well, I don't know. I guess you would get the bragging rights. I don't think they're going to give anybody anything, but I don't know how you're going to manage to be the last person, because you've got to get in line at the end, and then you've got to, tell anybody that's trying to tell you, oh, you go ahead. No, you're going to have to be doing that kind of thing. I know the Rogue attraction, Tom's going to be there tomorrow, and his plan is to be on the last log. I don't know how he's going to manage it. I don't know what he's going to do to, I don't know if he's going to start throwing hands if he has to, but we will see. Hey, Sammy Land. Good to see you, my friend. Are you serious? You were on the last train for California Screaming? That's pretty cool, man. Was that one kind of nuts at the end? I don't really remember. I don't really remember it being a big deal when all that stuff was going down. At least, obviously, not going to be anywhere near the craziness that's been surrounding Splash Mountain. But that's still really cool, man. I guess the Spider-Man show is starting. You guys want me to stop and check that out, I suppose? Let's see if I can get out of people's way. Well, if it's like anything in the past, it'll be back shortly, I'm sure.
Hey there! Good to see you!
Oh.
This is way more fun than climbing stairs. Don't forget to tag me on your video! Hashtag Amazing Spider-Man!
It's always good to hear.
Hey everyone! Looking good down there! Wow, this is a friendly neighborhood. Welcome to Avengers Campus. Hey, what's going on, guys? Oh, me? Ah, you know, just spider stuff. Okay, time to run some tests.
Spider-Man,
Oh, hey, Sharon.
shall we conduct an altitude test?
Yeah, I guess I should do some work.
Always good to have the data.
On my way. Just need to find a clear path and something to swing from. Oh yeah, it's go time. Field testing, here I come. Time for some field testing. Here goes something. So hard.
Uh-oh, we got smoke on the building. Oh, there he is.
That stung a bit. Woo! Sharon, did you get that?
I got the data.
Kinda killed my vibe there. Hey, wait up! I'm just gonna jump down and meet you. Woo! Here we go. I'll be right down.
Inside that building is the Web Slingers attraction. So it's an interactive, like, shooter style ride, but instead of having a sort of gun, you just kind of wave your arms out. It's exhausting. I don't know, at the end of the show, it's kind of like everybody just kind of looks around and then starts walking. There's no applause, no finale, no nothing. It was like, okay, I guess we're done.
Might reopen.
It's a lot of people here today. A lot of people. Hey, Crystal Ray, how you doing? We are just going to be walking around California Adventure a little bit, and then we're going to head over to Disneyland and go take a look at some of the new stuff, like the construction in Adventureland and the Toontown sign. Yeah, I agree. They usually know how to get you to understand, okay, yes, this is the applause time, or this is the cheering time, and none of that is done with that show. We're always talking sight lines. That to me is one of the ugliest buildings that you could possibly look at. And it looks like Web Slingers is down. That's too bad. Yeah, it's kind of funny how we get attached to those kind of things. You know, it's like you want to hear the same stuff and have that same feeling, even if they make some changes. Yeah, I miss Tower of Terror. I still think even the janky California Adventure version was better than Guardians of the Galaxy, but I know I'm in the minority when it comes to that. I know most people enjoy Guardians better than Tower of Terror. I don't know. I usually just breeze through Avengers Campus and I don't even realize that there was anything. I don't know why that is. It's like, to me, there's like nothing to look at. Doesn't seem to be anything to do either. It's like, all right, just kind of walk through. Maybe someday I'll go to the restaurant, the Pim's Test Kitchen or something. I don't know, but I believe this is the Lightning Lane. Standby is about an hour. I don't know, I just don't care for the look of it.
Everybody was like, yeah,
Nope, we got Ant-Man. We got Ant-Man. And Ant-Man is leaving. All right, I've got the glare on me, so I couldn't quite see any comments coming in. Let me see if I can catch up with the chat. Never got to ride Tower of Terror. That's too bad. In Disney World, I really consider it probably one of the best rides out there. And I think I've got it probably in my top 5 all time from Imagineering. What's good at you're talking about Pim's Test Kitchen, I'm assuming. What's good there? Because I've seen they've got like some weird stuff, and then there was the whole thing with the, what was it, like $100 sandwich or something like that, but you're supposed to be able to feed six people or 7 people or something like that.
get that!
Is the signal holding up okay for you guys? I know earlier Todd was saying that it was kind of breaking up a little, or getting pixelated or whatever. Oh, we got red car trolley on its way. We got to stop and watch that go by.
Watermelon and hot mango margarita.
See, this is the kind of stuff right here, just the red car trolley, that adds so much to the theming and the immersive feeling of being somewhere other than just a theme park, you know? Stuff like that is just so well done. Okay, so next month we get EP Ripley back, probably from a nice refurbishment, probably needed it. I'm going to take you guys into the animation building real quick. I always love this. If you haven't seen it, this is probably one of the best showcases of the Disney animation. And just let me know if the signal's going out, and I'll ditch out as quick as I can.
And you prick a wrong one. So next time, beware. The very necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. Oh man, this is beautiful.
All right, I love that place. There's so many cool little vignettes that you get to see. So we'll head out through this store right here. Cool animation, prints and things like that. And then over here they've got, looks like, where the 100, Disney 100 pins. Oh, here they are. Saw Matthew Meir in here, so welcome Matthew. And yes, it does appear that the online cacophony of complaining did get them to remove the banners, at least a couple of them so far. So if you look at these Disney 100 pins, you can see that they are the silver, but then they have a splash of color on them. That's what they needed to do for the big crest that's over the castle at the drawbridge. I mean, the thing is just gray, but then it's like got iridescent depending on the angle, and it just does not work.
Show me.
It's just not impressive.
Oh, wow.
I mean, sometimes it's like, oh, you see a picture of it and you can't get a sense of the scale. And, when you're there in person, you see it and you're just like, oh, wow, that's actually really nice and impressive. No, it just does not look very good at all. Hey, Victor. I don't know what happened, man. I was trying to use another streaming app called Prism, and I had run tests at home, and it was going good. And then I ran a test while I was waiting to get in today, before we even got to the turnstiles, and the test went just fine. I was able to, have the intro play, and then it went right to the video, and it could hear everything. Everything was working great. And then when I went live for the stream, all I got was a black screen. And I was just like, what is going on? So I don't know. It was just a rough morning. Very frustrating, but trying to roll with it as best I can. You think the pins look strange? I think they look kind of cool. I'm okay with them just because they're a pin. So you can get kind of artsy with it. Yeah, I was checking stuff, and I even tried later, and then when I did another test stream, it didn't play the intro, and so I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I got to just give it a little more practice with that if I'm going to try that app. And the reason why I like that app is because it gives you 1080p, and with StreamYard I only get 720. So I was trying to get you guys a nice, better picture, but of course didn't end up working. And then the other weird thing is I bought an external mic and I've used it a couple of times already. And then today StreamYard says it it doesn't recognize the external mics on Safari for iPhone. And I was like, it did it like 2 weeks ago. It was fine. So I don't know. It's been just a weird day for me. So I'm glad you guys could join me. It's making me feel a little bit better to have you all here. See you guys in the chat. So, like I said, I'm just trying to roll with the punches and, learn as I go, try to do better next time. And, just try to keep a good attitude about it and say, you know what, I'm learning, and, I've only been doing this a few months. So, but man, is it frustrating. So we'll head over to Disneyland now, and I want to take you guys over to the Toontown sign, because they took the walls down, but it looked like they were getting ready to set up curtains. You know how they do, like on just a regular, like a hotel event or a convention where they set up the pipe and drape. They were putting that stuff up, it looked like, to block the entrance. So I'm assuming they're going to start with, either VIPs or whatever, and they're going to have their moments to come and check out the new ride. But speaking of the new ride, I will be here this coming Friday, which is the opening day for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, as well as the official kickoff for Disney 100. So I'll be here, and I will be live streaming. I don't know what time yet, because I'm not sure if I'm going to stream in the morning or possibly wait and see when if I can get a boarding group and then stream when I'm on the ride, so I can take you guys in there, even though there's probably going to be a million live streamers, YouTubers and vloggers and everybody here getting plenty of pictures and video. But you guys have been good to me, so I'd like to be able to take you along for something like that on the first day. So hopefully I'll be able to get a boarding group and everything will go smooth. Get in here, and again, everybody, shout out to Bob for the wonderful gift of a magic band. Thank you. Hey there, Alyssa, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We are back at Disneyland now. Yeah, I think everybody's going to be here, but I will say this. I do have a couple of friends coming with me, and they did agree to be on the stream. So you'll have to come and check out who my special guest will be that day. Some of you guys probably already can kind of figure it out, but I'm not going to say it officially. So again, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you being here. Like I said, it was a rough morning, so I'm just glad that I'm able to talk to somebody and have some fun with you guys now. Because, yeah, mentally I was just kind of frazzled at knots. I mean, there was like hardly anybody there. I was about to, I was like, well, I guess I could go on some rides or something. And I just wasn't in the mood. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys being here, joining me for even just a little while. I appreciate it. And we are inching our way to 300 subs on YouTube. We're getting close to that already. And I do need to redo the t-shirt giveaway because the winner said that they wanted to support the channel by not costing me any money. So they said they would decline the prize. So I will take the other entrance and redo a spin and see if we can get somebody a Theme Park Casual t-shirt. Oh yeah, they're basically right in front of each other. I don't even think it's 100 yards apart. Were you trying to get in on the 27th and you couldn't get a reservation, or you just have other commitments and you're not able to make it? Sammyland, I was just curious if it was that the reservations kept you out. So we'll go check out that giant crest up on the castle so you guys can see it. And even from a distance here in person, and I know Disney World people, I know our castle is kind of small compared, but still, when they did the 50th with all the crowns, it looked wonderful. It looked festive without actually ending up looking gaudy, because that's kind of how the illustration was going. It felt like, oh my gosh, that's a lot going on. But then when you saw it in person, the golden crowns just really looked classy. But with this one, the crest is just so bland. And I get, you don't want to do gaudy, but I think they went too far the other way. And that's what's funny. It's like with the Toontown sign, I was saying they went too far. They did too much. And then with this one, I'm saying, oh, they didn't do enough. And it stinks because Disney, quite often, I don't want to say they always did, but they used to, they very often nail these kind of things. They know how to make something look good and make you want to take a picture of it, take a picture with it. And it's just not, this is just not it. I'm sorry, as much as I love Disneyland and respect the Imagineers and everything, it's sad how bad they missed the mark on these. I think I mentioned it on Twitter, how Sammyland's revision of the Toontown sign was basically perfect. It was exactly what they should have done. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up on the chat, but with this direction, the sun is right where I can't see very well. So give me a quick second. Let me see if I could stop over here and catch up with you guys and see if you guys are saying something I need to answer. Oh, Cedar Point is your home park, so you got a good thrills over there. And you've been to Disney World a few times. I've only been to Disney World a couple of times. One major time, that was when I went with my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, and on that trip became my fiance. Yes, our castle is small but original, and I think the best. And yeah, virtual queue, I don't know. It's got its good and bad points. I mentioned on a stream that I did the other day with the Orange Grove guys. Oh, we got the band coming. I'm going to try to hurry, scoot on through so we can get to the crest before we get blocked out by them. Gotta navigate. Oh, I feel for these guys. All right, so if you guys can see the crest up here, it looks kind of blue, doesn't it? And in person, you can kind of make out the lettering and everything on it. And now watch what happens when we get closer and we come across this way. You guys see how it went kind of green and weirdly yellow or whatever? Theme Park Detective, how you doing, sir? You still at the park? I may try to catch up with you later. Just say hey. So yeah, it does that. And then as soon as this group of people move, I'm going to go over and get a different angle. And you'll see how it changes again. So we come around this way. And now it's just the silver again. So it's got, you know, a paint job that changes and adjusts to the lighting. But it just is not impressive unless there's something else. It looks like I can see little dots in the sparkles around it. Welcome in, Ad Sabil, Disneyland Paris. That is one that I would love to visit. I would love to get to Disneyland Paris. I think that would be my number 2 castle. But as I was saying, on the swoosh with the stars and the sparkles, I can see dots. So it looks like there's going to be lighting involved with it. So it could look different and much more impressive at night. So there's that. And then, if you guys can see, I'm trying to get you to be able to see it. There's little lights or something dangling down from a bunch of the different spots on the turrets. I don't know if you guys can see that. So those are probably going to be little flashing lights and things doing stuff. So that's why, as much as I don't like the crest, I'm going to reserve complete judgment for once they announce that the decorating and everything is complete, because there's still a lot that they can do to it. So we'll see if they can actually pull it off, and you know, all of us complaining and worrying that, oh no, they don't know what they're doing anymore, they've ruined it, they're terrible. We'll see if they can basically shut us all up and remind us, you know, why they're the Imagineers and we're the ones out here complaining. And in case anybody isn't familiar with Disneyland, this is the Peter Pan flight line. And this is how you usually judge how busy it is. This line will tell you how busy you can expect the rest of the park to be. If this line looks like that, it's pretty darn busy. Of course, I'm only a couple months into my Magic Key, so I haven't been able to see how the lines end up at all times of the year like I used to. But way back when I had an annual pass, there were actual off-season, and you could come to Disneyland and things would be, 10-minute, 15-minute, maybe half an hour at the most for Space Mountain or Thunder Mountain. I think those days are over. Let's go check out the Toontown sign. And then I would like to try to get on some rides or something, but I don't know what you guys would like to do. You guys have any suggestions for rides that I can deal with the gimbal and everything? Let me know and maybe we'll give it a shot.
Where it is, it used to be right here.
And we've hit a very congested spot. Wow. I think it's mainly because the line for the teacups is spilling all the way out to here. Yikes, that's all it is, it's the line. They need to get some cast members out here to redirect this line because it's a choke point now. Oh, wow, from the Netherlands. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today. If you guys are having a good time so far, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to join me for other adventures, hopefully the stream will actually work next time at Knott's Berry Farm. Hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. We're getting real close to 300 subs, and I'd love to hit it possibly by next Friday even. If you would share the stream out, let everybody know that we are at Disneyland. Again, I'd appreciate it. And Sammy, you were saying that you think those lights have always been there? Are they just like flashlight, like little strobes that, create the sparkle kind of effect? And I think earlier today, I think I saw Danny from Five Fires. You guys know him on Twitter. He's Just Ask Danny. Thought I saw him taking pictures of the Toontown sign. Yeah, when I passed by, it was down, and I'm just like, come on, man! How many times does that ride go down every day now? It seems like it's almost a constant. It's almost like one of those kind of things like Accelerator where it's down more than it's up. All right, so yes, they did put up curtain over there for Toontown. So let's go take a quick peek, see if we can get you guys a decent shot of the sign. So there it is. The sign that caused all the commotion. Oh, okay, so it's all, okay. Well, all right, well, those are up there, but then, like I said, on this crest, you can see little dots, and it looks like that's going to be for lights or fiber optic kind of stuff. But there's that sign. Like I said, in person, it's not quite as bad, but I still think I would prefer Sammyland's option, where we've got, multiple colors inside the letters, but nothing so defined as, the ears and stuff like that. It's really not necessary. I think Sammy did a great job with getting it to look fun and toony without, just being blatant.
Look, you can see it in the back. Look, there's the Mickey's Runaway Railway right there.
Oh, yeah?
I'm looking forward to it. I really hope I can get a boarding group on Friday. And like I said, if I can, I will be live streaming. It may be a surprise live stream when I get the boarding group, but we'll do that. SoCal Imagine channel, welcome in. Good to have you here. Yeah, earlier I saw a bunch of people milling around, so I wasn't sure if there was like, rumor that they may soft open, because when the walls went down, everybody was like, oh my gosh, they might soft open. So when I was up here earlier, I was like, why are there a bunch of people just seemingly oddly just standing around? Yeah, I'd like them to, but I don't know. That one seems like it's a little more involved than just, reprinting a banner. We shall see. But yeah, if they revise it to your style, I will buy you a Dole Whip. All right, guys. So where should we head now? What is there a ride that we can do? You guys want to go check out maybe check out Casey Jr. or something like that? Something a little fun and outdoorsy right now, since it's a beautiful day here in SoCal. I'll have to check to see how long the line is for Casey Jr., because that might be a bit much. Or we could take a chance and go see if they've got the single rider line open for Splash Mountain. So I've taken you guys on that one before. We could do that. All right, we got to vote for Casey. Hopefully it's not a 5-day wait over there. I can't tell if they're running 2 trains or not. It's got a decent line. Beautiful day in NorCal. That's good to hear, just because a lot of you guys up there were getting pummeled by the rains. So glad you guys are having a good day now. Every time I see the plaid tour group guides, I'm always like, is it somebody famous? Is it somebody famous? Is it somebody famous? So I've seen a few celebrities here. Walked right by Dave Grohl, who had his little girl on his arm, actually on his shoulders. So I guess we'll give Casey Jr. a try. You guys okay with that? This looks like it might be a little bit of a wait. If anybody can... Sammy, of course, he's going to want me to do Splash. Casey says 20 minutes. All right, let's do this. We'll do Casey Jr. and then we'll do Splash. I think that's a good compromise. I haven't been to SeaWorld in a couple years now. I think we went shortly after they reopened after the pandy, and then they canceled our annual passes because we had the monthly plan, and they canceled our passes because they were redoing the whole program. So ours were not grandfathered in any longer. So I hope it's not too much rain. Hope you guys are able to handle it okay. Yes, actually, once you go down the first little drop, you go inside the mountain, and then from there, you're just basically into buildings that are behind it. And you go through all that, and then the lift taking you up to the main hill, the main drop, is bringing you back into the mountain, and then out to the front.
Direct everyone. Yeah, and you gotta go around. This is not an entrance.
Yeah, it's probably a famous YouTuber. It's probably the ones that, aren't quite as honest as others when it comes to critiquing things. And that's the one thing. It's like I try to stay with people that are positive, but not, they're not blinded by the pixie dust and can't seem to, just admit that, yeah, that's probably not the best that they could have done. That's often what it is for me. It's like, it's not that, oh gosh, it's so terrible, I don't want to go ever again. It's, oh, come on, we know you could do better than that. If you've been on Casey Jr., there's a special seat. And if you know which one it is, that's the one I'm going for. Yeah, it looks like they only have the one train going, so it's going to take a few times to go through before we're on there. Yeah, it would be kind of cool, but then you'd have to be blinded by the pixie dust. Correct, yeah, because the railroad goes right through the mountain, so a big portion of the ride happens outside the berm, technically. Same thing with Haunted Mansion. You don't realize it, but you go in, and then as you're walking through the corridor, you're actually exiting the park, and you are outside the train tracks at that point. Same thing with Indiana Jones. If you know the queue area, when you are in the spike room and the falling columns, the train is going right over you at that point. Yeah, I mean, that's really what you should be doing. You should be honest. You don't want anybody thinking that they're doing fine when it's really not that good. And then they're wondering why people aren't having as good of a time or spending as much money or coming as often as they used to. Yeah, you know that seat. That's the spot. So I did go to Knott's today, and the live stream did not work. I blew it on that one somehow. Even though I did several tests, and even a test there to make sure that, I wasn't, that it was not, just the Wi-Fi at home was making everything work okay. And then it just went kerplooey. All right, Todd, you have a good night, sir. We will see you around. I'm going to flip the camera so I'm not sitting here with the camera on anybody, and they don't have to feel weird.
If you don't say mama, you don't go to mama.
So you guys get to look at me for a little while. So yeah, I went to Knott's, did the tests at home, did a test there. Everything seemed to be going just fine. And then when I went live, all I got was the black screen, and it was just so disappointing. So, but I did get to walk around and check things out, and so they've got lots of Peanut Celebration banners and bunting and stuff like that up. I'm hoping that it's going to be a little bit more than just the food. I'm hoping that they do some of the shows again, but I haven't heard anything of that yet. But I'm sure they will. So we'll be back there a week from tomorrow. We'll be opening weekend for Peanut Celebration. We'll be there Sunday afternoon, and planning to do a live stream from there. So I'm going to be using StreamYard unless I do a random test with Prism again. Like I said, I do like that app. It does have some good features, but it's just been a struggle every time I've used it. So I might just run some tests and see if I can get it to work.
You'll be fine.
And hopefully get you guys a quality picture when I'm streaming. So yeah, we've got at least one more train, possibly two more full trains ahead of us, and then maybe get into the third one, but we'll see. It might be even 4. Sorry. But yeah, like Sammy was saying, the caboose on KC Jr. is the spot because you get to ride backwards. Some people enjoy the cages. I've never really thought that was a big deal. So for me and my little brother, we want the caboose, we want the caboose, we want the caboose. Had some people go through the gate here. I thought they were cutting in line, but no, they've got their couple other family members over there in the line, so we can let that go. They've got littles. And the Casey Jr. line looks like it's extended all the way down the stairs and out toward Dumbo again now, so it's getting more and more busy. Hopefully we have time to do this, and then we'll head over to Splash. I was planning to do a 2-hour stream. I've got the family coming out, so I want to spend the evening hanging out with them and having some fun with them. And I really want to get an ice cream. I think that's my goal for the evening. Once we're done with the stream, I'm going to get me an ice cream sundae at Gibson Girl or at Clarabelle's. Yeah, we'll get on. We will definitely get on. It's just judging by how many people it can hold at a time. I think we're possibly 3 more trains away at least. Which stinks because it's like, come on, it's a Saturday. You know it's going to be busy. Get both trains running. Like when they do Thunder and they've got, 3 trains, it's like, okay, that's pretty good, but they can have 4 or 5 to really pump things through, especially on
Look at the real big train. Bear, don't grab it from your bear. That's not nice.
pushed by a backpack.
Take turns, okay?
Your brother wants it. Don't take it away because he really wants it. I know you don't really want it. You just want to take it
So
away.
one family make a beeline for that back caboose.
I don't like that bratty behavior. Yeah, it's cool, huh?
Come on, Sita, we're gonna go forward. No.
So when it comes to Fantasyland, what's your guys' favorite rides in Fantasyland? Because those are the smaller ones. Sometimes those can got lots
Sorry.
of different. Oh, I'm sorry. always trying to wrangle the littles. I remember when my son was little like that. It was, you had to, basically, we had to become one of those parents with a little leash thing. And as much as I hated it, it was just so much easier. Because man, did he loved to walk off. And he wasn't even that adventurous of a kid. It's just when something caught his eye, he would just kind of head over.
I'll try and go to the
Yeah, we probably got 2 more trains ahead of us, and then we'll be on the 4th one from here. Again, thanks everybody for joining me. Like I said, it's much nicer to have a stream that goes well and with friends to hang out with. If you'd be so kind as to hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, by all means, hit that subscribe button. We're heading close to 300. My goal is to get to 1,000 this year. We shall see if we can pull that off. We're aiming for 1,000 by December 31. And I'm hoping in the next couple of months to add a Universal Studios pass and be able to take you guys to Universal. Because now with the Mario World, I think that one looks fun enough, but I don't know if I should hurry and get the pass or and hope that they don't jump up the price. I don't know if Mario World would cause that pretty quickly, but I may have to ask some friends who are a little more in tune to Universal what their price history is. If they have a, like Disney, they usually do twice a year where they knock the price up a buck or two. Too bright? I think it's too bright. Thanks. Trying to show you guys the Matterhorn, but it looks like it's not showing up. Or is that the Matterhorn? I think that's it right there, right? Anyways, it's getting blown out, it looks like, for some reason. And that's the other thing. I'm trying to find, better apps like I see a lot of the streamers where they can adjust lighting and, things like that. And that's what I'd like to be able to do, but I can't find what apps do that. Probably should have done Splash first, considering how nice and warm it is right now. Hopefully the temperature doesn't drop too quickly. Although Sammyland is always on Splash Mountain at night, even in the cold. Here comes Casey. I'm guessing this is going to be a little bit longer than 20 minutes. My Apologies for just a boring stream of me standing in line. But if you hang on, we will be heading over to Splash Mountain after this. All right, let's see how far we get in this line. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be. Looks like it's going to be two more trains at least. Switch it so you guys have something to look at that's a little more fun. We'll watch Casey Jr. take off and wind his way through Storybook Land. I believe that Disneyland Paris Casey Jr. is an actual roller coaster. It's not a little train track kind of thing.
They would change Congress. It's just Congress. Yeah. Versus 2S.
Oh, I don't think it's 2S, but I was just like the upfront. That's my preference.
See Casey Jr. back there in the distance.
Yeah, because I took that right now. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Well, hey there, Jerry Mendoza. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Notice I didn't say, hey, kid. I think you're the only one, Jerry, who objects to that. Everybody else just like, hey, he called me kid. But that's what makes you you. For anybody just joining us, we are in line for Casey Jr. We are about one more train ahead of us, and then we'll be on the train. And I think we're going to have a good shot at getting the caboose. I'm hoping. Turning 57 in July. I will be turning the big 50 in November. This is the year that I close in on half a century. The storybook, is that the music loop you want? Yeah. The Renaissance era, those soundtracks are just the best. I mean, you can argue that there were some really, really great songs from the Walt era and everything, but the score from Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast and Lion King and Pocahontas, Hunchback, Aladdin, they are just absolutely amazing scores. So you're who I'm talking about when I say, hey kids. All right, as long as we don't have anybody that's coming in through the exit due to a DAS pass, then we should have a really good shot at the caboose, I think. I think the little girl in front of us would probably aim for the cages. Kids tend to do that. Yeah, absolute legend. Never mind Disneyland, he's just a legend. Yeah, the songs tend to get stuck in your head. Luckily, most of them are really, really good songs, and happy, positive songs, so they should be able to benefit you through the day.
I'm going to go and have you on the next turn.
Thank you. Gives me a good shot for the caboose. All right, so the people in front of me were technically not supposed to go with this group. So I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're sending a few people back. And there go my chances for a caboose. Rats, I think they're going to probably steal my caboose. I hate it when somebody steals my caboose. I don't like people touching my caboose. I'm going to do my best, Sammy. I'm going to do my best. The people that are at the exit right now, I think, hoping they don't go for the caboose, but I think they might. We've also got more people showing up behind them, so we'll see what we can get.
Are you guys together? We're together. Okay, you're gonna be the cutoff.
All right, yeah, it's not looking good for caboose. They're letting a lot of people in. In fact, they're only going to let me and the people behind me in for the next one. So we'll see. Oh man, you don't want me singing it, but I think it's Casey Jr.'s coming round the track with the smoky stack. I think that's about as best I can do. I think it's here and puffin' coming round the bend. Casey's here again. I always wonder if the Casey Jr. operators ever try to see just how fast they could get Casey to go through without wiping out. I know in my 20s that would have been something I'd have to give it a try. Yep, I forgot about that. Time for lemonade and Cracker Jack. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, it seems like it's a very slow moving right now, and then there's always the one little spot right there where they kind of come down and are heading back in, and they used to pick up speed right there, but now I don't think they really do very much. All right, I think we're going to just end up sitting wherever we sit.
Watch your arms and legs. Hop on board.
Thank you. Let's see if we can get the caboose. Look at that. Yes. Think we got it. Thank you.
Legs inside the train.
We did it, Sammy.
Remember to watch your children too.
King B, how you doing? Welcome in.
Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados y mantengan
Yeah,
las
well,
manos,
it happens.
pies y
It kind of
piernas
happens
dentro
sometimes.
del tren. Y cuide a los niños. Gracias. Now, Casey, let's get this show on the road, or track. All aboard!
Good job, Sammy. You willed it.
All aboard!
You willed it into existence.
All aboard! Let's go!
Oh, that sun's bright.
Every time it's fun, a little whistle sounds. Everybody hurries to the circus grounds. Time for lemonade and cracker jack. Casey Jr.'s back. Casey Jr.'s back. Every time he's coming in, a whistle sounds. Everybody hurries to the circus grounds. Time for lemonade and cracker jack. Casey Jr.'s back. Casey Jr.'s
I think so, Sammy. I think it's the only one that has a seat, but maybe the monorail. I can't remember if some of the seats allow you to ride backwards. But that doesn't feel the same.
Right there with the daughter's next to leather jacket. Arm of the train.
Yeah, walking the track would be awesome. And the people in the boat are people that are on the Storybook Land canal boats.
We are approaching the station. Please stay seated now in your seats until Casey comes to a complete stop. Now, as we say to the animals, that's the end of the
Lion! Alright, how cool was that? How cool was that? After all that, everybody got in, and then we got the caboose. So thank you for everybody with the good thoughts and prayers for the caboose. It worked out. All right, and since Sammy was so wonderful to get us that caboose, we are heading over to Splash. Now, I do need to warn you guys that there will be lag in there, but I don't think it drops the stream. I think if we're able to get back in time before it cuts out and just kills the stream. So I just need to ask you guys to be understanding. Hang with me through it. It's not too scary. Is the stream holding up okay right now? Or were we laggy on some of the spots on Casey Jr.? See, that's another thing. I want an app where I can determine if the stream is getting laggy or if I'm losing connection and whatever. Because right now I have no way of knowing. And if anybody knows of something else that I need to add to the app, to StreamYard or whatever, just let me know so that I can improve the streams. We will scoot through Galaxy's Edge to make it a little bit quicker. Oh, yeah. Splash is going to be a little bit laggy, just in a couple of spots. And then you'll probably have, like Minecraft looking figures through some of it. But you should be able to catch the splash down at the end pretty decently. Welcome to Batu, Black Spire Outpost. They really should have given them carts to ride like the maintenance guys in Star Wars, so that they can just kind of like drive their little stuff around. That'd be so much cooler. Looks like the bounty hunter game is a little bit popular over here. Lots of people using their magic bands at the doors and stuff. They put Batu on The Sims? Is that what you mean? Wonder how long of a line there is for Rise, if it's working. Oh, that sun is something else. Can barely see. I guess somebody didn't like the green milk. It's pretty sad. Oh, and it looks like somebody didn't like the blue milk over on this one. That's funny. I doubt that happens with butterbeer. Can't see a thing. I cannot see. 100 minutes for Rise. On 100 minutes. Sorry, it's not worth it. In my opinion, definitely not worth it. I haven't even tried the different milks. I just don't have the stomach for it. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I always see you posting when you get on there with like a 5-minute wait or whatever. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I don't know. People say it's got like a little bit of an orangey citrus kind of a flavor and whatever. And I'm just like, I don't think I want orange flavored milk. That's just me. No, but I did see all the ones that were pointed out, that have been pointed out. I saw a bunch of them on the tram ride in. I haven't gone looking for those. In fact, I'm not sure how some of them were even, I mean, you got to be like riding the tram and spotting it and getting a good shot off while you're cruising by, unless it was employees that actually could walk the tram route and take good shots of them. Hey there, love pugs. Welcome in. Glad you can make it. We are on our way to Splash Mountain. We will ride Splash Mountain today in solidarity with our Walt Disney World brothers and sisters who are having a classic ride being taken out. This weekend is the final chance for them to ride. So now I need to hope that I don't get soaked. All right, Sammy, I need you to will that for me. Will that I don't get soaked. I think it was on Twitter, I saw Ryan Theme Park. He posted a video of him on Splash yesterday. And holy mackerel, I don't think I've seen a splash that big on Splash Mountain in a while. It was crazy. But I'm assuming it was a front-heavy log. That usually is what does it. And Splash Mountain has a decent line right now. Very, very decently sized line. So we are going to do the thing that single people do and head over to the single rider line and see if we can get in a little bit quicker. We shall see. Seen a lot of rather wet people. But you guys stuck with me this far. It's the least I could do is go on Splash Mountain for you. See how this goes. Let me take a quick second here and put away some of the electronics so that I don't have to do that while I'm in line. Give me 1 second here, a little bit of shakiness. Definitely don't want the sunglasses getting trashed.
Next time we do it, you guys have fun.
Okay, are we ready? Let's see if we can do this.
Just wear them. No, you have to wear it. No, here's one of them.
Salmon going upstream, right? Oh my gosh, it's really wet over here. It's like I'm the only single rider.
All right,
Thank you very much. Let's see. if you're coming with just a couple of friends, this is what you got to do. I know it's fun to ride with your friends, but an hour in line. Sorry, I can ride and tell you about it. Thank you. Well, that was pretty easy. And we get the back, which is better. Hey, Joe. No, no, no. I don't want front row. I don't want front row. We're getting back row. Back row. All right. We'll see how it goes. I think I've got a sizable water shield in front of me, so that's good.
So just stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the log, and be sure to watch your kids. Have a zippity doo dah.
Yeah, I know, Sammy. You're usually on this, so this one's for you, Sammy. Joe, don't make me put you on timeout with you keep doing that stuff, man. I don't want to get soaked. I don't want to get soaked. I just remembered I'm wearing a hoodie. Just put it on. Yeah, Brer Rabbit's house. Brer Fox's house way up there. Now remember, when we drop into the building, it may get a little bit laggy, guys. Just hang in there. I believe it holds up decently, but we'll have some spots where we're lagged out. There's those sidelines. Look at that. What's the Space Mountain doing over here where I can see it from the hills of Georgia? Oh my God! Oh man! Oh jeez! I think we got a heavy log.
Maybe this one is yours.
All right, you guys came flying off the gimbal. Let me get you guys back on the gimbal. Oh, man, gimbal's soaked.
We're soaked.
All right. All right, we're back. Jacob Ironside, you made it just in time. Yeah, I should have brought extra socks. I've got to change. I've got another jacket and another shirt in the car. But yeah, that was worth it, Sammy. It was worth it. I loved it. This ride is so good. Oh man, it makes me sad to think that if they don't do a good job with Tiana, oh man, what's going to happen? There's nothing worse than looking at something and going, what could have been, you know? Everybody sing! All right, everybody. That was fun. That was fun. All right, we got to go look at the picture. Oh, you're probably not even going to be able to see me because I'm covered by the numbers. Yeah. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. I couldn't believe that the phone popped off the gimbal. It hasn't done that before. I've taken it on Splash at least twice, and that was the first time that it literally just like fell into my lap. Thank God it fell into my lap. Otherwise, gosh, man, it'd be like fishing on the floor trying to find it. All right, guys. Let's head. Where should we head for now? I think I'm getting close to having to call the stream. I think the family's on their way. So why don't we take a stroll through New Orleans, go see the treehouse, if we could catch anything for the treehouse and Indy refurb, and see how those walls are looking over there. It is still really crowded. Holy macaroni. Yeah, I think a lot of these people, if they knew about the single rider line, they'd say, yeah, let's not waste an hour. Let's just go ride in separate logs if we have to. Hey, Bob, how you doing, sir? And I know I've said it already a couple of times, but can everybody just shout out Bob and say thanks, Bob, for the wonderful gift of that Magic Band that allows me to park hop easily on the streams? They all say thank you to Bob. I'm not sure what kind of food or anything Bob likes, so I can't tell you to put those in the chat for him, but I'm assuming he likes tacos. Put tacos in the chat for Bob. Let's go find that quiet little spot to watch some logs. Just scooch our way over here. Can't really see them from here. We used to be able to see them. Did I pass it? Oh, there it is. Oh man, I'm gonna miss this. Everything's got to change. I'm looking at the trees and stuff, and I'm like, well, all these trees have to go. They got to all turn into bayou-style trees, you know, like willows and stuff like that. Oh, you can kind of see through here. And thank you again, sir. I've said it a dozen times at least, but thank you. I appreciate everything you've done for me, for the stream, for the channel. I owe you big time, buddy.
Today it's like almost like a strategy to try to get the ride.
Yeah. Try to get over here. Some. Oh, excuse me.
Well, like, I was not far in part, he's like, right? The master's was more of, once I'm done with this industry, maybe someday I can, yeah, someday I'll have that as like, I'm ready for a different, yeah, like swing when I'm like going out on this fine. We can straight out the park.
I feel for you, Disney Worlders. I'm going to be heartbroken when they finally announce a day for ours. There's a wait. All right, we still have Haunted Mansion Holiday. That thing has way outstayed its welcome. Correct, Jerry. They've got a convoluted story that explains why they're going through this salt mound of some sort to go look for some special ingredient that she needs for the restaurant. It's all just whatever. Yes, Splash Mountain is an original. Yeah, I think that one's gonna. I think it's gonna be crazier here. I think there's gonna be much more demand at Disneyland for Splash closing date than there was in Florida. Lots of people around here again. Okay, there we go. We're in the clear. So they've got the tarps are down around the treehouse, but I'm sure it's difficult to see anything that they're doing. And I don't know about you guys, I always love just looking at the Mark Twain. It's one of those views I just never get sick of. So they got the walls extending all the way out to Pirates, and you cannot get to Adventureland, so it's no wonder that they stopped Fantasmic. I know they normally usually go a little dark at this time anyways with the show, but yeah, if you don't have Adventureland to help move people, forget it. It would be a nightmare. So I guess that's a good on Disney to put that on hiatus for a little while. I didn't even check to see how my hair and everything looked after Splash. I could look like a drowned rat right now, and just cruising through Disneyland.
I'd rather go to
Yeah, they extended it way out this year. Kind of crazy. I think usually it's flipped. It's usually Haunted Mansion that gets done replaced first, and then It's a Small World gets replaced back. But this year they did the opposite. And the only reason I'm assuming that is, the only reason I would assume that they did that is because of Mickey and Minnie. And that's the thing. I keep going back and forth between what I call it. Sometimes I call it Mickey and Minnie. Sometimes I call it Runaway Railway. It's like I haven't decided exactly what I call it yet.
Yeah.
Seems like it's going to be a very busy night. Hey there, Lisa Lee. Welcome in. We're having a little bit of fun at Disneyland right now. Let me go check out the crest and the castle decoration real quick one more time. Since I think we got a couple of new people in since we checked it out last time. So there's a lot of commotion and hullabaloo about signage lately at Disneyland, and This one is one of the ones that has everybody kind of scratching their head or complaining or whatever you want to call it. Everybody's just looking at it going, is that it? So there's the crest. There's not a lot to it. Normally when you do a crest, there's some design, some elements that, you know, speak to the history of that family or clan or whatever you want to call it. But with this one, it's extremely plain. So we shall see if there's anything that's going to be added to it. I'm going to question it for now, but reserve judgment until they say, okay, we're done. What do you guys think? At that point, then I'll give my opinion. But right now, the way it is, not quite getting it. Lots of strollers coming through. All right, guys. I think we're just about to the point where I have to call it. And I think we'll end it with Astro Orbiter in the background. How's that? Hey, Tyler. Welcome in, sir. Unfortunately, I'm just about wrapping up, but I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you showing up. And everybody who came in with me, I appreciate y'all. It was a fun stream, much better than the Knott's Berry Farm stream, thankfully. So I hope you guys had a good time. We got to ride some rides, got to check out some of the new stuff, got to see the Mulan parade. So I will just let you know that I will be back here on Friday, January 27th, and hopefully be streaming the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I don't know what time it'll be because I don't know what time I'll be getting a boarding group. And if you guys could say a quick little prayer that I get a boarding group, that would be great. I will have a couple of special guests on that day, so be sure to tune in. And like Bob says in the chat, do me a favor and click that like button if you want to join me on the 27th, and then again on the 29th for Peanut Celebration at Knott's Berry Farm. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at Theme Park Casual, Instagram at Theme Park Casual, so that you get notified when I'm going live. Again, I can't thank you guys enough. It's been so much fun doing this. I'm so happy that you guys were able to hang out with me. And again, just thanks from the bottom of my heart, guys. We will see you Friday for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. See you guys.